Today we're looking at the iPhone 6s from Apple. The iPhone 6s is, on the outside, identical to the older iPhone 6. It has a 4.7-inch retina display with the Facetime camera on the front and the improved fingerprint sensor on the bottom of the front face. Like the 6, the 6s goes with curved edges and rounded corners. The buttons and ports are all in very familiar positions, and in case you're coming from an older generation of iPhone, you'll notice that the power button has moved to the right edge from the top. And that's thanks to the larger size of the phone. The rear face is again almost identical to the iPhone 6, with the new 12 megapixel camera and flash on the top left-hand corner. More about that camera in a minute. The 6s is now available in 4 different colors: silver, space gray, gold, which is what I have here, and rose gold. Now, if you're upgrading from, say, the iPhone 5 or 5s, you'll notice that the 6s, like the iPhone 6, is significantly larger and a little heavier. It's still very comfy to hold and use with one hand. Now, I will admit I do have much bigger hands than average. Nevertheless, that is the trade-off Apple has gone with. They sacrificed a bit of usability with more screen real estate. Great for when you watch movies or take pictures. Now, Apple haven't just thrown in a bigger screen. They've also added a slick new feature called 3D Touch. With this feature, pressing down quickly and forcefully brings up quick menus in a lot of apps that use this feature. For example, touching the camera app icon brings up a quick menu to take a selfie, record videos, record slow-mo, or take a photo. A lot of apps like Mail also allow you to use this feature to get quick access to different features inside the app. This is definitely a slick feature that Apple has implemented really well. However, it's not something I really find myself using all that often. The general layout with iOS 9 on the iPhone 6s has changed very little, and that's really a good thing. Apple users will find everything rather familiar, and it works just as well as previous versions of the iOS. The performance with the new A9 processor is buttery smooth, and the phone almost never hangs or stutters. Video playback is also extremely smooth, and the bigger screen does make it much easier on the eyes. And the audio quality is pretty impressive. Very crisp audio, as you can hear in this clip.
Then 1 million stepped forward. Kevin felt pride. He was going to be the one to find his tribe, the biggest, baddest villain to serve. Stuart felt hungry mostly. He was going to be the one to eat this banana. And Bob was frightened of the journey ahead.
The biggest and most important improvement to the 6s has been the upgrades to its cameras. For starters, still photos from the rear-facing camera have now been upgraded to 12 megapixels from 8 megapixels on older iPhones. And the pictures are really impressive. Gorgeous colors, very sharp and almost perfectly exposed each time, as you can see in these test shots. Apple has also jumped on the 4K bandwagon, and now you can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second and a buttery smooth 1080p at 60 frames per second. And the quality is stunning, considering of course that this is a smartphone. The colors are very accurate, the footage is sharp, and very usable both in the 4K and 1080p modes. The front-facing camera has also been upgraded to 5 megapixels from 2 megapixels. And that's Apple tipping its hat to the selfie revolution. The battery still charges up using the Lightning connector, and the battery life is pretty impressive. I can easily make it through a day without having to recharge. Now, this will depend on how you use the phone and on your screen brightness settings. Most people will have absolutely no issues with the battery life on the 6s. So is the iPhone 6s a huge leap over the iPhone 6? Probably not. However, the iPhone 6s does add some very useful and powerful features to the already refined iPhone experience. The 4K video with 12 megapixel photos are really worthwhile upgrades and help the phone keep up with the quick changing video landscape. Overall, the 6s is a familiar, refined and powerful smartphone that adds cool new features to keep it cutting edge. We definitely recommend this to anyone looking for a smartphone upgrade. Hope this video has been useful. If it has, please hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews. Thanks for watching.